in our body because we eat more poorly, because we don't feel like cooking right, we're not breathing as well, we're drinking other things other than water, right? Coffee or whatever else is your vice. But being mindful of your breath and your oxygen when you're stressed is going to be incredibly beneficial for your body. All right, let's move on from oxygen to water. And I know like it's such a thing to drink lots of water, and it's so hard. If you guys are good at drinking water, I like more power to you. Water, getting in the amount of water we need every day is so difficult and so critical. Our bodies are made up of 60% water. 60% water. Think about that. Like take that in. Our whole body, our whole being, more than half of that is just water. That's amazing. But because of that, drinking enough water so that we're continually cleansing and filtering that water out, putting fresh, new, clean water in, and letting the water be pulled out through our waste is so important to toxin elimination, to detoxifying. So drinking enough is number one. Focus there. The goal is half your body weight in ounces per day. So if you're 150 pounds, you're going for half of that in water every single day. Most people live a dehydrated life. We're just not nearly hydrated enough. And that goes for our kids too. So set a goal for yourself. There's a lot of really great apps that let you like push the drop. I like those things because I like checking stuff off. Make it a game with your kids, put a chart on the wall, but really make that a priority to get that water in your body every single day. Okay, now let's talk about clean water, because we can actually do damage drinking water and putting in that effort if it's not good water. So things to avoid: plastic of any kind with your water is gonna take things the wrong way. I promise. We don't see it, but it really does. That plastic breaks down when water is against it, and it will bring more toxins into your body than you want. So avoid plastic water bottles that you buy from the store. Avoid keeping your water in plastic and drinking out of it. Absolutely do not microwave in plastic. Don't microwave at all if you can help it, but please, no plastic. The second thing is commercially treated water. So again, these are the water bottles we buy at the store. They're not good, guys. The stuff they do to that water to treat it or purify it, even if there's a pretty mountain scene on in the bottle, it's not putting good stuff into your water. And there's a reason why it tastes a little bit different. So avoid those waters, avoid that. And then there's tap water. And I know I'm like knocking off all the things that we can actually drink water from, but tap water, if you are plugged into a city, most likely contains as much chlorine or close to it as a pool. And we've tested ours. I can show you the pictures. You dip it in that little thing and put the drops in, and it was as yellow as pool water, straight out of our tap from our city. And that's not what we want to be putting in addition to other things. So tap water is not great. And then well water, or if you are in an area where heavy metals are prominent, so if a lot of mining goes on in your area, or if you're in an area where there's been a lot of construction or a lot of groundwork, the metals that are in the ground get agitated and leach into our water wells. And that can, we're not going to talk about heavy metal detoxifying today because that's its own talk, but heavy metals are extremely dangerous for our brain and for our central nervous system. So we want to avoid heavy metals. So if you are on a well, I love well water. I grew up on a well. It tastes like a river, but have your water tested. It's usually only $100 or so for heavy metals, and see what's in there. And then you can take the steps to help get those out if you do have a well with heavy metals. All right, so now that I've taken away all the kinds of water that you can drink, what kind of water do we want to drink? Well, first, you might consider a water test. Whether you're tap or you're on a well, consider a water test. It's a small investment for making some good decisions. A Berkey for drinking water. This is a very convenient, easy way to start. So a Berkey water filter uses 2 different types of filter, including charcoal, to remove toxins and parasites and chlorine and even heavy metals out of your drinking water. So they come in all different sizes. We had a huge one for our